Hello there, and thank you for finding me here at my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. I produce positive, newsy and informative videos on a regular basis about Benidorm, where I have lived for over 2 decades, so if you enjoy this vlog, please consider becoming a subscriber so you'll never miss any of my brand new content as I upload it in the future. Today I continue my long established series, Benidorm's brand new bars and businesses, which each time shows you a whole host of befores and afters. These consist of bars, restaurants, shops and other businesses that have all opened under new guises in old premises, and as always I try to be as precise as possible with all my info, as I always make every effort to be. If however, due to the nature of this vlog, I had very little footage of some of the businesses before they were taken over, then I've included a photo of them instead. This is the 15th instalment of my popular and original series, so please feel free to check out my previous 14 vlogs, and let's get started on number 15. We start along Avinguda Alcoy down by the beautiful Levante beachfront, where we see what was previously the low-cost drinks bar of La Provisional, which has now turned into the new La Pinza de Roma restaurant, who offer Italian gastronomy and cocktails facing the sea. If you'd like to support my channel and future vlogs by making a small donation, you can now buy me a coffee, or even 2 or 3. Just click on the down arrow next to the vlog title, which brings you to the description of this video. Then follow the link provided at the bottom. It's really that simple. Thank you so much. Moving on to Paseo de la Carretera, or the Walking Street as it is better known, in the Old Town, we see what was previously the J.R. Garcia Pelletero's shop selling fur and leather items has now become 2 smaller businesses. These come in the guises of the Belros Sweet and Candy Store, whose brand have apparently been selling their original popcorn since 1982, along with the Misako Bag Shop, who have some very smart looking accessories inside. We now see 3 separate new businesses all along the Avenida del Mediterraneo, which is a busy main road that runs from the Rincon de Loix all the way through to the Old Town and is just 1 street back from the beach. Firstly, we see what was a local branch of the Banco Madrid many years ago, with the premises then standing empty and unused for quite some time. This is currently in the process of becoming larger offices for BenidormBooking.com, who have a smaller branch already inside the shopping precinct of Coblanca 8, just further up the road. Secondly, we see that what was formerly the cafe bar of Uliana has now changed hands and been renamed as Margos Bistro Bar. And although it appears to have a lot of the same decoration features, I can see that beer pumps have been added where there used to be a display of fresh cakes and pastries, and that a different daily menu and offers are available. Thirdly, we see what used to be an old electronics shop that had then closed down has been transformed into the Artisan Bakery of Levadura Madre, who offer a range of specialist breads, filled rolls and coffees to take away, along with a small window-facing ledge available for those who want to stop for a minute and take a breather. Now moving into the Old Town again, and along Avenida Martínez de Lejos, just up from the seafront, we see what was previously the Turkish restaurant and bar Nemrut, which then turned into Chicken Bawa, selling fast food items and soft drinks, as I reported in New Businesses 14 at the end of July. This has now changed name yet again, although I do suspect it may be the same owners, as all the food offered is from the same country and region, to become the halal fast food bar The Shawarma House, offering falafel, burgers and shawarmas, and looking much more popular than before. Now whizzing across to the busy thoroughfare of Avenida Amaya de Mar in the Rincon de Loix, and very close to the hotels Dynastic, Nereo and Regenti, we see what was previously a mini market, which had been closed down for quite a while, with the local homeless sadly resorting to sleeping in its doorway when they could, has now been turned into the smart tattoo parlour of the Tattoo Hall Gallery. Back to the Walking Street in the Old Town again, we see what were previously empty units that were completely rebuilt, have now become the Sabor a España delicatessen type shop, which I've shown you on a previous New Businesses vlog, and now next door the city's t-shirt shop has opened, offering casual wear with modern, quirky and eye-catching designs and logos. Now moving over to the Poniente side of the resort, halfway down the large hill of Avenida del Rey Jaime I, we see what were previously empty units next to the Targo Bank have now become another branch of the ice cream parlour Antu Chichona and the Aladdin Kebab and Pizza fast food restaurant, respectively. Into the old town again, and towards the bottom end of Carretera Thomas Ortunio, we see a new business that has emerged in part of a large old private house that the popular Spanish bar Gambrinas is already situated in, and this is in the guise of the La Patatina de Leon Snacks and Tapas Bar. Next up, we move to Calle Ibiza in the new town, where we see what was previously a closed down branch of the Banco Caixa Callosa on the corner, has now reopened as a large estate agency and holiday apartment rental business called Hestelter, who I believe have moved from their previous premises along the nearby adjacent Calle Cuenca. Back in the centre of town and halfway up the Avenida de Europa, we see what was formerly the Grill Meat House, which looked in rather a sorry state and that had been up for lease for quite a while, is now the completely renovated and modern restaurant of Mami Grill. Heading along Calle Lepanto in the heart of the new town now, and very near the square and right next door to the Hotel Perla, we see what used to be Silver's Bar and Nightclub that had been closed for several years. This has now become the new cheesy pop music venue of Planet Pop, which opened on September the 8th, and here you can watch live sports matches on their big screen, as well as enjoying a whole host of drink deals until 4 in the morning. Whilst they still haven't changed over the huge silver signs above the bar, bright purple and yellow canvases show you have arrived at the right place, so why not give them a try next time you're here. Now moving across to the Rincon de Leix once more and along Avenida de Estocolmo, just up from the Plaza and Triangle bars and the Hotel Port Benidorm, it's good to see that the White Horse pub finally reopened on June the 13th and is back to its best again, providing drinks, offers and cabaret for all the family. Whilst technically not a new business, I believe it may be under new management, and if I ever film a street walk in this area, this bar is always mentioned and commented on as a favourite from the past, so I'm sure many of you will be glad to see it open again and putting on live acts and karaoke nightly. Jumping down to the Torre Principado precinct now, which is sandwiched between the Levante beachfront and the Avenida del Mediterraneo towards the Rincon de Leix end, we see that the former incarnation of the Three Amigos pub has now closed its doors. It has reopened, however, in a similar guise and has now been transformed into the Three Amigos Armed Forces Club, which opened late August, and this new bar cum club is also home to Benidorm's British Legion, although you don't have to have served in the armed forces or be a member of the RBL to enjoy a drink or some entertainment, with the original pop house run by the energetic Chris and Catherine being hosted here every Friday from 3 till 6 p.m. Staying in the Torre Principado and just around the corner, we now see what was previously the tattoo studio of Inked Tattoo has remained in the same game but has now reopened as Tattoo Central Benidorm, with hair braiding offered outside as well. Also within this small but busy precinct, we see that what was previously an empty unit is now the colourful shop of Fenador Motos, whilst just around the corner, the business that was formerly Tracy's British Unisex Hairdressers is now the hair, nail and beauty salon of Meluma. This brings us to the end of today's vlog, and I hope that you've enjoyed this latest tour with me of a whole new batch of bars and businesses in town that you may not have seen since you last visited Benidorm, and let's hope that they all have a very successful and bright future ahead of them. If you did like this video, I would ask that you please give it a thumbs up and like it, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Also, feel free to drop me a line in the comments section if there is something or somewhere that you would particularly like me to include in the future, and as always, I'll see what I can do. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out and about next time, maybe videoing along some of Benidorm's streets, who knows. Bye for now, take care, and catch you again soon. Cheers!